Have you ever dared to step into the labyrinth of time and alter the course of history? This is the heart-stopping thrill of virtual history, an exhilarating junction where past facts and daring speculations collide. In this mystifying domain, the past is scrutinized not only through the lens of factual reality, but also by the tantalizing allure of what could have been. Each historical event sends forth a cascade of consequences. Have you ever thought about the pivotal assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, a moment that sparked the inferno of the First World War? What if that fateful bullet had strayed? Could the war have been averted or merely delayed? Picture the world without the technological revolution. What if the groundbreaking invention of the computer was delayed by a few decades? Would we have left our footprints moon? Would our world be as intricately interwoven as it is today? By delving into these mesmerizing alternate timelines, we not only deepen our understanding of our past, but also unravel its rich and intricate tapestry. History becomes more than a mere array of static facts. It evolves into a dynamic, endlessly unfolding saga. Now brace yourselves as we plunge into this captivating realm of what-ifs. Picture a world where the American Revolutionary War had a different outcome. Let that thought marinate as we prepare to dive headfirst into our first thrilling, alternate historical scenario. Join us on this exhilarating journey through the corridors of time. The only question is, are you? So, what if the American colonies had lost the Revolutionary War? It's a question that tickles the imagination, isn't it? A question that invites us to step into an alternate timeline, to explore the what-ifs and maybes of history. The American Revolutionary War, a defining conflict that spanned from 1775 to 1783, marked the birth of a nation, the United States of America. But what if the 13 colonies had not won their independence from Great Britain? What kind of world would we be living in today? Firstly, let's consider the global political landscape. If the American colonies had lost, it's likely that the British Empire would have remained a dominant global power for a significantly longer period. The balance of power in the 18th and 19th centuries could have been drastically different, with potential ramifications even today. Secondly, there's the issue of democracy. The American Revolution was a catalyst for democratic ideals, inspiring future revolutions in places like France and Haiti. Had the colonies lost, the spread of these principles might have been delayed, perhaps even stifled. The world may have seen fewer democratic nations, at least for a time. Finally, let's ponder on the cultural implications. If America had remained under British rule, its cultural development might have taken a different path. The unique blend of cultures and traditions we associate with America today, everything from blues music to Hollywood films, might never have been. Of course, these are all speculative scenarios. History, as we know, is a complex web of cause and effect. A single change can ripple across time, altering the course of events in unforeseen ways. But by asking what if, we can gain a deeper understanding of the importance and impact of the events that have shaped our world. Now that we've explored one possible alternate reality, let's move across the ocean to another pivotal historical event. What if the French Revolution had failed? How would Europe look today? Now that's a question to ponder. The French Revolution, which took place from 1789 to 1799, was a period of radical political and societal change in France that had a profound impact on the world. The revolution led to the end of the Bourbon monarchy and the rise of radical political groups. It was a time when the concepts of liberty, fraternity, and equality were born and spread throughout Europe and beyond. These ideals, coupled with the shift from monarchy to republic, set the stage for modern politics and society. Now let's imagine a scenario where the French Revolution had failed. What if the monarchy had endured, the guillotine remained a mere carpenter's project, and the cries of liberty, fraternity, and equality were silenced? Europe, and indeed the world, could look very different today. Under the unbroken chain of monarchies, the spread of democratic ideals would have likely been delayed. Countries might have clung to their kings and queens, resisting the push towards republicanism. The concept of people power might not have gained the momentum it did, fundamentally changing the course of history. Moreover, there's a chance that tensions and conflicts within Europe could have escalated. The French Revolution played a significant role in balancing the power dynamics in Europe. Without it, power struggles and territorial conflicts might have been more intense, leading to a different tapestry of alliances and rivalries. And let's not forget the global implications. The French Revolution inspired revolutions and reforms around the globe. Without it, the push for independence in colonies and the fight for rights and freedoms may have taken a different, perhaps more prolonged path. But remember, history is not a simple cause and effect equation. It's a complex web of interconnected events, decisions, and circumstances. So, as we delve into these alternate realities, we're not rewriting history, but exploring the potential ripple effects of changing a single event. As we ponder these alternate realities, let's move forward in time to a more recent historical event. World War II shaped our modern world, but what if the Allies hadn't been victorious? This is a question that has intrigued historians and casual observers alike. It's hard to overstate the sheer magnitude of World War II. It was a conflict that spanned continents, involved dozens of nations, and resulted in the deaths of millions. Its outcome shaped the geopolitical landscape for the remainder of the 20th century, setting the stage for the rise of superpowers, the Cold War, and the era of decolonization. Now let's ponder an alternate scenario. What if the Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan, had emerged as the victors? The consequences, both immediate and long-term, are staggering to contemplate. Almost certainly we'd be living in a world with a vastly different geopolitical landscape. Europe might have been dominated by a victorious Third Reich, with fascism rather than democracy as the prevailing political ideology. In Asia, Imperial Japan's Greater East Asia co-prosperity sphere might have become a reality, altering the balance of power in the region. The potential for global conflict would have been heightened as victorious Axis powers jostled for supremacy. The ideological battles that defined the Cold War might have been replaced by an even more dangerous clash of militaristic empires. And what about the cultural and technological developments that we take for granted? The post-war boom in science and technology, largely driven by the United States, may never have occurred. Cultural exchanges, from the spread of American music and movies to the global influence of European art and literature, might have been drastically different. These scenarios are, of course, speculative. History doesn't offer us the luxury of what-ifs, but they serve a purpose. They remind us of the fragility and contingency of historical events. They underscore the weight of decisions made by individuals and nations, and the ripple effects of those decisions across time and space. While we can never truly know how these alternate histories would have played out, they provide food for thought and a deeper understanding of the events that have shaped our world. We've taken a journey through time and alternate realities, but why does it matter? You might ask, why does history matter in the grand scheme of things? Why should we care about events that took place hundreds or even thousands of years ago? Why does it matter what might have happened if things had turned out differently? Well, the answer lies in the very fabric of our existence. By understanding history, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our society, and the world we live in. We learn from the triumphs and failures of those who came before us, and we gain insights into how societies evolve, how cultural norms shift, and how political landscapes transform. Exploring alternate histories isn't just about indulging in fanciful what-ifs. It's about appreciating the intricacies of cause and effect, the interconnectedness of events, and the complexity of historical developments. It's about realizing that every decision, every action, and every event, no matter how seemingly insignificant, has the power to shape the course of history. The beauty of history is that it's not set in stone. It's a living, breathing entity that evolves with each new discovery, each new interpretation, and each new perspective. And by exploring alternate histories, we're not rewriting the past. Instead, we're gaining a more nuanced understanding of it. As we delve into the labyrinth of history, we discover that the past is not just a series of random events. It's a complex tapestry woven from the threads of human endeavor, ambition, conflict, and cooperation. And every thread, no matter how thin or faint, adds to the richness of the tapestry. So as we journey through the annals of time, let's not forget the importance of understanding history. Let's appreciate the value of exploring alternate scenarios, and let's use this knowledge to better comprehend our present and shape our future. As we leave you to ponder these alternate realities, remember that understanding our past, even through hypothetical situations, helps us better navigate our present and future.